elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this year.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Alabama quickly back to the line. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Single back formation, and they give it to it. There he goes. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a crease to the left. Defense there to stop him after it. But he is inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick handoff. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, 1st down here. Leaves it with the running back. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled.
It's a running room. Slippery slide. Find his... The give to the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
That's caught. It's Hainsworth. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. On the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Creates a little space. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Reads it, fires complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Near the goal line, everybody thinks more physical, bigger bodies. They're going to run the ball up the middle. How about this offense? Gives them a little change-up, gets the ball on the perimeter right now, fools the defense, and they get in for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Navy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Getting late here in the first first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start this drive from the 42. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Turning it on! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He's got him wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Going to swing it on second down. Puts it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to him on the ground. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
The Gators have it in scoring position on first. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
Florida 35, Alabama 7.
And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
In that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Makes the catch on the left. Here he goes. The 20. He's at the touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
On the option. He'll pitch it. That's it out to the 41.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He unleashes a long one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They want to throw it. Complete out of the backfield. How about that? Rising up and stopping him short on 4th down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks... The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Right on the money. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Alabama quickly back to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This late in the game in the 4th quarter, they're in 4-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a play?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it to the right. Breaks into the open. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And that's the hard thing about defending this play. You got so much speed coming across the formation. They can get to the edges quickly, and you limit the damage. It's not a huge play, but they pick up a little chunk and a little...
Wide open on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Wants to go up top. On the move to his left. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove. Redeemed it when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. Runs through a tackle. Now the pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Gators will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Rushes on him. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get...
Going for the big play. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys